Accurate with Jennifer Copeland and Rick Shutt. You're watching WSBT-22 News at 6.
Before high school students could face disciplinary action from the IHSAA after an apparent fight at a football game. A referee suspended the season opener for South Bend, Washington and Michigan City High School at halftime after IHSAA officials said it wouldn't be safe to continue. WSBT-22 Suzanne Spencer is in the studio tonight. And Suzanne, the IHSAA is now investigating.
Rick, this is the video that's been circulating ever since all of this happened on Friday night. But now we're learning that both schools submitted reports to the IHSAA and are now a few days away from learning the outcome for possibly individuals or the school. It's still unclear what sparked an apparent fight between football players from Michigan City and Washington high schools. Stan Rubel is on the South Bend School Board and hopes this will be a learning experience for all student athletes.
Football, it's a violent sport. It's a contact sport. Emotions run high. It was the first game of the year, and we are dealing with 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. 4 of those kids are mentioned in the referee's report, according to the South Bend Director of Athletics. 2 are from each school, and now their fate is dependent on a meeting between school officials and the IHSAA slated for Tuesday.
What we try to gear our corrective measures to is to try to make sure that we are addressing the educational components and trying to make this a teachable moment where students and coaches and fans can learn from these incidents and move forward with a better posture of sportsmanship.
Punishments could range from individual suspension to suspension of a school's membership from the IHSAA to a probation or monetary fine. Michigan City's principal says the decision to call the game was ultimately decided by the referees in the name of safety.
It was best for them to call the game at that time.
Both schools want this to be a teachable moment for their student athletes.
Whatever we gain from it or whatever the consequences are, my main thought is that I'm just wanting for it or expecting for it not to happen again.
As I mentioned, the schools in the IHSAA are both meeting tomorrow. That's when they'll decide how the game will be ruled, anything from a no contest to a double forfeiture. Rick, both teams are out there practicing as normal on the football field today.
Suzanne, thank you. The Indiana State Department of